Hello Video Hive people, I hope you like that promotional part of the video. It looks nice and flashy, but in this section I want to give you an overview about PhotoMotion and especially about our new update. Our biggest update ever. It's been rebuilt from the ground up, simplified, it's really user-friendly. We have 5 new projections with more than 100 new features. So, if you never heard about PhotoMotion before, it's a toolkit for Adobe After Effects that can take your pictures and photos and create animations from them. You can then use them anywhere from your social media, websites, photo albums, marketing channels. Some of our biggest clients are actually using PhotoMotion for creating animated billboards. So really, it can be used anywhere where you would otherwise use a static picture. PhotoMotion is a market leader in photo animation for After Effects, and with this update there are so many new features, but let me just quickly show you a few of them.
First new projection in this update is Portrait. You can animate any face with it. It's the most advanced portrait projection on the market, yet it is so simple that anyone can use it. We have Intelligent X-ray for super simple setup. It does everything in the background. You just select the position of your eyes and nose, and PhotoMotion will do the rest for you. It supports custom rotations as well, so unlike other portrait animation toolkits, we can accurately map your facial features onto your animation in real 3D space, no matter where the face is actually looking. On top of that, we do all of this in real time and with pixel perfect accuracy. Then we have new particle system. You can choose different particle types such as dust, snow, rain, or more funky ones like bubbles or leaves. You can also choose density of your particles, plenty of other things that give you complete control over your particles when you need it. I should mention these particles work in every projection, and on top of that, we are always adding new particle types. Another beautiful thing in portrait projection is a feature called Relight. If you are familiar with Apple and their iOS, where you can change the look of your lighting, it's exactly the same, well, at least very similar. With a single slider, you can create completely new lighting in your scene, even without touching any lights whatsoever. And it automatically works with your face animation as well, so you don't need to do anything else to get this beautiful relight effect applied to your animation. Well, other cool things we have here, you can change the color of your eyes with just one click. And this one is pretty cool, I use it all the time. It's called Follow Camera. For example, if you're moving your face from left to right, PhotoMotion will make sure that your eyes are always looking directly to the camera. Okay, so then we have makeup. It puts some makeup around the eyes of your portrait animation. Again, it's fully animated, blah blah blah, you already know that. Then we have eye scale, pretty cool effect. And by the way, all of these effects can be combined together to create something really special, like big eye zombies, for example. And for those of you who are looking for more advanced features of face animation, we have you covered with abstraction objects, custom depth maps, custom masks, custom background, and many more. Then we have Glacier for animating cinemagraphs. These are those animations where you import a video and freeze a part of that video while the rest is still playing. All of your cinemagraphs are automatically seamlessly looped. So what that means is that your video could be, infinitely long, and PhotoMotion will calculate all of your loops automatically and just make sure you can't even see them where they are. Also, what you can do is create boomerangs. If you are familiar with Instagram's app called Boomerang, it does the same thing, but it's fully integrated into PhotoMotion, so you can turn it on with one click, change the speed if you want to create some funky effects, and render out animation that is as long as you want. Next projection is called Mirage. Mirage is perfect for animating sky, smoke, water, and those kind of things. So if you are familiar with photographs, this is similar, but it gives you full power of PhotoMotion on top of that. It integrates beautifully with our loop system, so you can create infinite looping videos. You can add multiple objects into your scene and create really complex looking animations. Or you can even turn on auto camera movement, which will automatically animate the camera for you without any keyframes, and it will also create these automatic loops for you without any effort whatsoever. So the next one is called Parallax. Parallax is perfect for those simple animations where you just want to create that camera movement illusion. You can add multiple objects to your scene, position them, interact with them, add particle systems, and plenty of other cool features like, automatic depth of field, camera movement without any keyframes, boomerang animations, and a lot more. This is definitely one of the easiest projections in PhotoMotion, but don't be fooled by that. It is easy, but because it gives you all the power of PhotoMotion, it can be used on many different types of pictures. And then we have Horizon, definitely for those of you who want to have photo animation superpowers. It is the most feature-rich projection probably ever created. It is packed with features, takes slightly longer to set up, but the results are stunning. It is a full 3D projection, but here is the catch. You don't need to learn any 3D software because everything is done directly inside of VoluMotion. All of those features are mentioned in previous projections, all of the work here as well, plus about 20 to 30 additional things you can do with this one. So this is definitely something for someone who works with photo animations all the time and someone who really wants to create pixel perfect animations.
Well, I truly believe anyone can create photo animations, but the way you get there is slightly different for people who never used After Effects, people who have some previous experience with After Effects, and people who use After Effects professionally in their work. When you get the new VoluMotion, you also get access to our video courses, not just video tutorials, but full video courses that are tailored to your skill. So even if you never opened After Effects before, we'll take you through the whole process, show you everything you need to know, and together we're gonna create your first animation. And what's even better is when you learn how to use one part of VoluMotion, let's say portrait projection, you will automatically know how to use the rest as well. We work with some leading user experience designers to streamline the whole process and user interface to make it predictable, that you always find everything where you expect it to be. It's really something you probably don't appreciate until you start using a tool of this scale. You know, here's the thing. We always wanted to create a tool that combines everything you might ever need to create beautiful photo animations. And I believe VoluMotion is what it is today because of your input. Apart from this update, we are also launching our public roadmap where you can see what we are working on now, what's coming next, and you can tell us directly what you would want to see in the next update. So think about this as our commitment to you. If you buy VoluMotion now, you'll also get future updates, and this way you can really shape the future of the product itself. And that's not all. We also wanted to give you a way to reach us and other VoluMotion users, so you get full access to our live chat, our tech support. You'll also get your own Integrity account where you can chat with other VoluMotion users, manage your VoluMotion licenses so they never get lost, even when you're changing computers, and you also get some perks that will help you with your animations. I hope you are as excited as I am about all the possibilities how you can use VoluMotion. So when you get it, let us know how it helps you, what you like the most, and if you have any questions, we are always here. Let us know anywhere, here on Video Hive, on our live chat, on email, on YouTube channel. We also have YouTube channel, on our Instagram or Twitter. We check all of them and reply to all of you as soon as possible. I hope to see you soon on your VoluMotion journey.
Hi, and thank you for your interest. I'm sure you wonder how my photo animator works, so stay tuned. I will show you how these two images have been animated. Have fun! Okay, let's start with creating this loopable animation of this nice picture. The first thing we need to do is to import the picture into the photo animator project file. After we have done that, we can open the put source composition and drag it in here. We scale it until it fits the frame, and we head over to the set mask composition. We click on the mask layer and mask the background of the picture. The photo animator will use this mask to create 8 layers. The background will be layer number 8 and the very foreground will be layer number 1. We can see these 8 layers by opening the animation composition and activate the visual help mode. To get the best results, we need to spread these 8 layers evenly over the whole picture. Now we are already done setting up the scene. We can open the animation presets and create our first animation. A simple push-in. Of course, there are many settings for creating an animation. We can change the duration, add ease in and ease out, change the camera move, maybe a dolly left to right, and make it loopable. Like this. But for this example, I want to use the loop 1 animation. The camera pushes in and out and left to right, a nice circled animation. It looks like this. Now we can open the light composition and add some light rays and the light source. Click on the light controls layer and mask the area where the light rays should come from. Next, we place the light source. In this case, I want to match the direction of the original light rays from the picture, so the light source should sit somewhere like here. We also want to match the color of the original light rays, so it should be more orange, something like this. We can further adjust the light rays with the help of the levels. We can increase the fall off so they are spread over the whole picture. And a very helpful feature is to pin the light source to the background layer and have the direction and position of the light rays calculated automatically. This is especially helpful to creating loopable animations like this. If we want to have a better look at what we are doing, we can hide the original picture and only look at the light rays and the light source. We can make further adjustments on the levels, can boost the intensity. If we are happy with the result, we can look at the final composition. To get even more depth perception, I would add some particles to this animation. We can do this in the animation composition. We change the size, amount and color until we are satisfied, and that's it. Okay, so in the next example, I want to show you how to get from this picture to this animation. So this picture contains an object. We need to separate it from the background first. You can also mask it within the Photo Animator project, but since this is a still picture, the best way to do this is in Photoshop. After you have isolated the object, you also need to hue the background. Most of the time you get a great result with one click on the Content Aware fill, but you can do it with the stamp tool as well. So when you're done isolating the object, you need to import the object and the background into the Photo Animator project. And like before, the background goes into the put source composition. You scale it and place it how you like it. Then you open the set mask composition and mask the background. For this example, that would be something like this. And when you're done with it, you go to the animation composition, click on the controls layer, just like before, activate the visual help mode and spread the layers evenly over the picture. Okay, then we need to place the object, the lamp, on the correct layer. In this case, this is layer number 3. You just drag it in here, we scale it the same amount as the main picture was scaled, and place it right on the layer. Now the setup is already done and we could use the animation presets, but this time we want to animate the camera ourselves. So I set the workspace to 4 seconds and I start moving the camera into the picture. I create keyframes. So now it looks like this. So I want the camera to start high and end low. So we have these nice light ray effects. So what I'm doing is I create keyframes for the red and blue crosshair. With the red crosshair I can move mainly the foreground, and with blue crosshair I move mainly the background. You can see here that some artifacts might emerge, but with the magic layer connection they are erased again. But since the magic layer connection needs some computing power, I'd suggest to only activate it for rendering. Now I want to give more depth to the animation. I will use some smoke from the included objects. So just like we placed the lamp on layer number 3, I will now place one layer of smoke on layer number 1 and just place it that it looks nice. Something like this might work. Then this layer number 3, but I want to place it on layer number 4. I add another layer of smoke. I want more smoke on the right side, so I mirror this layer, move it a bit so I just get the effect I want. Let's have a look. Okay, we got a lot of smoke, very thick and white. But since this is a very warm picture and it is warm light, the smoke should have a different color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tint these smoke layers orange. And I will copy this effect and put it on the other smoke layer as well. I will also reduce the opacity of the two layers, so it's not as thick as it was before. So have a look again, and yeah, I like this. I think that works pretty well. Okay, let's go to the light composition. Like before, I'm going to select this layer and draw a mask around the area which the light rays should emerge from. Something like this. Since in this example the light moves, the lamp moves, so I also need to animate the mask path. So I set keyframes for the mask path, and now the area is always on the lamp. So the next thing we do is to put the point of the light source. We also create keyframes for this. First I want it to start here, and at the end of the animation I want it to be right here. So the camera moves down, so it will come into vision and give these nice light rays. We are also going to change the light to orange to match the picture, and we can have a closer look on the light rays and the light source to see if everything is exactly as we want it. I think this looks pretty nice. Let's have a look at everything together. I think this is a pretty nice animation. I hope you enjoyed watching these mini tutorials, and if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me through my profile page. Okay, thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.